Greetings, folks, and welcome to Command Modern Operations. I'm Ebereg, and this is the surface action gun scenario. So basically, it's during one of the many Indo-Pakistani wars, and I'm playing as Pakistan to send a few surface action group against a bunch of Indian surface action groups. This is going to be a good old-fashioned gunnery duel. Okay, so from Naval Headquarters to FOFPAC at Karachi, hostilities commenced this morning with air attacks on Karachi. At present, Indian naval units remain undetected since they deployed from Bombay Naval Base. Civilian aircraft have been pressed into service to conduct maritime reconnaissance patrols in their designated patrol area to the south. Following units are to maintain a patrol in their area: Jahangir, Khyber, Tipu Sultan, and Zulfikar. At anchor in Karachi Harbor are the cruisers Babur, destroyer Badr, minesweeper Muhafiz, and oiler Dhaka. Alongside is the destroyers PNS Almgir, Tugril, and Shah Jahan, and the minesweepers Mahmud and Mujahid. Harbor patrols are being conducted by the gunboats Rafiqat and Sadakat. Any Indian units detected are to be engaged and no quarter given. PNS Mangro is returning to port and available for retasking. So order of battle, don't really care. We do have a bunch of planes. We are going to use them quite a bit. And I don't really care about the threat except for this Super Constellation Maritime Reconnaissance aircraft, which has radar. Our Maritime Reconnaissance aircraft don't. They also have a Foxtrot class sub, which we cannot kill. So we're going to have to avoid it as much as possible. So, command control at Naval Headquarters Karachi, MCON limited transmissions. Yeah, right. Let's do this. So, the interesting thing about this scenario is that you're going to have to hunt out the Indians yourself. You can't really wait for them to come to you, because then the Foxtrot will get in and ruin your day. So you notice I added the shooting stars to the reconnaissance shooting stars to maritime reconnaissance. I'm going to tell all of these aircraft that they are to stay at 10,000 feet. I'm also going to tell them not to engage hostile contacts. Let's see. Another order of business, we're going to bring the Jahangir here and here to search out a lone Indian frigate. Just going to outrange it. We're going to send the Babur. It's a cruiser, but it's not a very good cruiser. We're going to send it here and here at flank speed. So we're going to send get the Mangro to turn its radars on. Yes, I know submarine radars draw attention, so we're going to send it to 22 nautical miles. That looks good. Here, then here. Cruise speed, periscope depth. We're going to send the Khyber right about here with active radar at cruise speed. We're going to send the Tipu Sultan here, active radar at flank speed. And we're going to send the Zulfikar right about here, active radar, cruise speed. Now, the Babur actually has very good air search radar, so we're going to keep it ahead of us. Rafiqat, don't care. Okay, the Badr. Radar active. We're going to send it here, then here at flank speed. We're also going to go to Karachi Naval Base, go to the boats, and Alamgir is a destroyer Tugril. No, we're not going to use the Tugril, it's just a frigate. And the Shah Jahan, which is a destroyer with good enough guns. Yeah, 10 nautical miles. So we're going to launch these two destroyers as a group. Wait, should we do that? 36 knots. 36 knots. $30 knots. Okay. So, yeah. We're gonna launch those guys as a group to send them over here, so, let's unpause time and see what happens. Keep this guy's cruise speed now that he's at periscope depth. And, we are going to get attention from the Indians. Okay, Group 601 has left the area. Let's bring it here, then here, turn on its radars, good to go at flank speed. And mark all these skunk contacts as neutral since they're only going 2 knots, which means they have to be civilian. And let's bring the Jellum here, then here, get it to go at flank speed. Okay, we're detecting some civilian contacts with our civilian ships with our maritime reconnaissance aircraft. Let's bring okay, this guy's only going 2 knots, he's neutral. Okay, so we've detected a maritime reconnaissance aircraft. Let's look at scenario platforms, India aircraft, Super Constellation. It has radar with a range of 170 nautical miles. Let's go to PAF Masroor, launch a starfighter with the long-range loadout. Okay, I'm a little worried about the Babur getting attacked. I think the Foxtrot is just too far away. Okay, so let's get Group 601 and the batter to change course in order to throw off that Foxtrot so it doesn't go after us. Actually, let's get the Kaibar to do the same thing, go at full speed to, again, throw off the Foxtrot. It doesn't go after us. Okay, so Indian Maritime Reconnaissance aircraft is checking out a civilian ship. Let's move in so we can shoot it down. Okay, another civvy detected. Oh, we detected a frigate. Let's bring the Jahangir closer to it. And let's get this guy to attack this bogey. It's hostile. Don't you dare RTB. Okay, now you can RTB since you shot that guy down with your guns. They're not your sidewinders. Okay, let's get the Kaibar and all these other ships back on track, since we're no longer being snooped. And this guy's only going 5 knots, he must be a merchant. Okay, so the Jahangir has picked up this guy on radar. Let's move him over here. And closer, and let's fire on him with our single HE. Okay, move the Jahangir over here at cruise speed. Let's only go 10 knots. Okay, this merchant is neutral. This guy going 5 knots is neutral. Slow the Jahangir down to creep. And let's move the Jahangir close enough to torque this guy, since all of his cannons must be out by now. This guy's gotta be a civvy. This guy, maritime reconnaissance aircraft, let's check it out. Okay, let's allocate 2 torpedoes to this guy. Oh. He sunk. Okay, let's bring the Jahangir back up here. And move on forward. Okay. Another maritime patrol aircraft detected. Okay, he's definitely tracking the Babur, but I don't think our Foxtrot can do anything about it. Let's go to Mazror. And launch another Starfighter with the long-range loadout. Get this guy down to low altitude. Get this guy down to low altitude. This guy's got to be a civvy. Let's mark him as neutral. Okay, turn this guy's radars on, bring him down here. Okay, he's about to snoop these guys, but I don't think it's going to matter. Okay. Let's get this guy and group him together with the Kaibar. and get them to go at cruise speed. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's definitely spotted. Oh, maybe not. Oh well. Okay, let's get this starfighter to attack this bogey. Don't RTB, attack the bogey. And my sidewinders are not having a lot of luck.
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain.
Okay. Now you can RTB. Okay. So, we're seeing Indian shipping now. This guy's hostile. He's going at 12 knots. Okay, this guy's neutral. He's only going at 2 knots. So these guys are going at 12 knots. So let's turn this guy around. He is going at 12 knots. Get this guy over here, then here. And select this guy, add new mission, bomb the cruiser. That guy is an Indian cruiser, which means he outranges us. So let's set up a naval anti-surface warfare strike, set the flight size to cell, and add all of our shooting stars to it. And let's move on forward. So we've identified this group here. Let's bring the Babber closer to it.
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain. Tactical. Buster 2. Negative radar contact. Buster 2, negative radar contact, procedural control only, maintain all separated.
Okay, so these guys are now close to each other. Let's group them together and continue kiting these guys at cruise speed. And the Mangro has detected some shipping. This guy and this guy. This guy's going at 12 knots, so he's hostile. This guy's going at 2 knots, so he's civilian. Let's move in position then. Okay, the Mangro is now intercepting. Let's get it to turn off its radars, go to creep speed just over the layer, so it keeps this guy in sonar contact. And get the Mangro to stop. And this Mysore Indian cruiser doesn't seem to have taken much damage from the bombs. Okay, so let's move these guys in at flight speed. Keep them out of range of the Mysore. Actually, let's bring this guy over here to see if he can spot any more shipping. Ignite. Let's look at the tall war. What's its top speed? 30 knots. These cities aren't getting shot at. Okay, so let's get Group 601 to allocate all of its guns to the Betla. It seems that the Mysore strike didn't do too well. Let's stop allocating ordnance to the Betla. So these guys continue. Get in the range. I want them to cross the T. And open fire. Only got cruise speed. Kite away from the Mysore. Let's bring the Babur over here, then here, so we can engage the CAD map in the D-Pack. And let's get the Mangro to hold its fire. Since it's carrying E-15s, these things can only go at 25 knots. And I want to get as close to the tower as possible. What just happened? Okay, bogey spotted. Let's mark them as hostile. Let's define an area around about here. Add new mission, call it Dogfight. It's an anti-aircraft warfare patrol. And add all of our active starfighters to it. No one thread roll, don't investigate unknown contacts outside the patrol area or within rapid range, and one aircraft engages hostile contacts. Okay, mark these guys as hostile. Mark these guys as hostile. Get these guys down to cruise speed. Mark these guys as hostile. We're not going to stop them from bombing. Be able to stop them from bombing us, but we can make them suffer for it. let's move these guys over here. Okay, we spotted a third guy in this task force. Why is happening all at once? Okay. I know I'm going to regret this, but let's bring this guy here, then here at flank speed. How close is the Tall War? 2 nautical miles away. More bogeys detected. Let's mark them as hostile. Okay, I think it's time we fire on the Tall War. With 2 E-15s. Let's bring the hangar over here at creep speed. Okay, let's bring the hangar over here. And let's get the Babur to move down here. More bogeys detected. Let's mark them as hostile. Okay, and let's fire on this guy. Okay, we're firing. Let's turn around here, go cruise speed. And let's get the Babur to fire on the Kadmod with his SAP. Okay, let's turn group 601 around. Let's get the Babur to turn around, go to creep speed. And I don't think we're gonna get the Tall War. Looks like the Cadmath is dead in the water, so let's stop firing at it and start firing at the Cadmath. The D-Pack. Let's slow this guy down to creep speed. Turn the Babur around. Okay, so we've managed to chase off that strike. Talwar and Trishul are engaged offensively against this guy. So, we won't be able to do anything else against them. Okay, so the D-Pack and the Cadmath are dead in the water. Let's get up close to do a torpedo run. Let's allocate two torpedoes to this guy and 2 torpedoes to this guy. And it looks like the Mysore is sunk. Let's go in to engage this last guy. And we've identified him as a destroyer. Let's fire on him. Slow this guy down to cruise speed. Okay, let's fire 2 torpedoes at this guy. These guys around. Okay, let's turn the Babur around so he comes in for another torpedo run. Continue firing at this guy. Okay, let's get Group 601 to return to base. Yeah, let's get them to return to base since that Foxtrot is most likely coming in now at flank speed. Oh, and we've sunk this guy with a torpedo and won. So Triumph, score 160. But let's go for the bonus round. And we've sunk this whaler. So let's bring the Babur back here. Okay, I don't think we're gonna sink the Trishul. Okay, let's bring the Bangro back to Periscope. Yep. And tell it not to dive on threat. And tell it to turn its radars on. Okay, we are not going to intercept the Trishul. So yeah, let's end this scenario there. Triumph, 200 points. I just lost a civilian aircraft. India lost quite a bit. So, yeah, that's surface action guns. Good old-fashioned surface gunnery duel. It's a, I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, it can really depend on luck, but if you do know what you're doing, it's, it can be a fairly easy scenario. So, that's that. This is Ebereg, signing off.